What's up? It's J-Way2 here with a special fresh revelation for today. We're going to do something a little different. Going to break down the two singles that uh, we put out. They're on here now, right now, and you can check out the link in my on my posts. But they will be available on all your streaming platforms real soon. Um, I want to um, break these down, and this is my first. It's sort of like a reaction video, but it can't be a reaction video because um, they're my songs. So it's not my first time listening. It's not even my first time reacting to it because of the process that I go through when I create this stuff. So we're just gonna talk about it, and you can get a little insight on the lyrics and what I was thinking, what I was going for um, during the process of creating these songs. So we're gonna jump into it here. Uh, this is my first doing anything like this, so bear with me. We're gonna do more of them, of course, but let's get started. Let's start off the song. Now, right off the bat, um, as far as the sound so far, I put a lot of reverb in it, and I put a lot of um, space in it because as I got this song, which is the case for a lot of the songs that I do, I was asleep. I got this song in a dream, and it literally played in my head while I was dreaming, while I was asleep. So um, the reverb and the space that I put in the song from the beginning was to simulate this happening in my head. Um, the drums, all of it. I was definitely inspired by Israel Houghton, um, one of his songs. I receive your love. I receive your love. It's not a direct copy because I don't do that. But it was definitely inspired by that. I was listening to a lot of Maverick City and a lot of Elevation Worship. So it has some of those elements in it, but of course it's going to have J-Way2 all over it. And as a preface to everything that I do, it's always going to have a tinge of purple in it. So it's going to have a little Prince in it, so you're going to hear it in there somewhere. But that's where I was going with this. That's what I was thinking about when I put all of the reverb and all of the pounding, because that's what, sad to say it, a lot of times that's what goes on in my head. There's a lot of things going on. There's um, songs going on and thoughts going on, sermon titles and points and different things is always going on in my head. So it sounds like I mean, it's difficult to explain, but that's what happens. So let's keep going.
Dazed and confused by all the noise around. Deep in my heart, I hear a sound, a still small voice calling me out, washing away the fear and doubt. You're calling me to distance, purpose renewed. I hear you. You're calling me to destiny, purpose renewed. I hear you.
So that first verse, dazed and confused by all the noise around, deep in my heart, I hear a sound, a still small voice calling me out, washing away the fear and the doubt. This part of the song, actually, the exact words came up while I was sleeping, and I jumped up and wrote them down and got on the guitar and tried to work out what I was hearing in my head. Because there is a lot of doubt. There was a lot of fear and doubt because of the things that I was doing in my life. I was, if you've heard my story, I was the youth minister and the worship leader at my father's church, and I I was told by God to go and do something else. And during this time, he had me in at home, um, almost in solitude. And I often call it Adullam, because Adullam is the place where David went and he wrote Psalm 34 when he was on the run from Absalom. And I felt as if I was in Adullam, but I was scared. I was confused. I wanted things to happen right away, and they weren't happening like I wanted them to. So all of these things were swirling in my head, and this song came to me during all of that. And the still small voice that comes directly uh, from Scripture, when it was looking for God in the wind and in the fire and in the earthquake, but God was a still small voice that spoke. So that came directly from that. But yeah, that's where I was. I mean, I was hearing from God, but I still had that fear and that doubt, and He calmed me down with what He said to me, you know. And at that point, I could clearly hear Him, and I wanted Him to know, I hear you. And that's the genesis of this song. Let's keep going.
All of my life has led to this moment, from the guilt of the past to the pride of the present, leading me to the sweetness of your voice, presenting me with a life-changing choice. You're calling me to destiny, purpose renewed. I hear you. You're calling me to destiny, purpose renewed. I hear you. So
All right, so the second verse was just me affirming that I hear God, I hear Him talking to me, and all of the things that led up to this has prepared me for this moment. And God was using me, and God was talking to me and telling me what He wanted me to do. Even though I was confused, even though I was in fear and in doubt, He assured me what I was supposed to be doing, and I hear Him. And that's what I was talking about. Even through this plight, even though I don't quite understand exactly what's going on, I hear you talking to me. And because I hear you, I'm calm and I can do what you're calling me to do. Because, brothers and sisters, everybody has a call on their life. You have a calling on your life. There's something that you're supposed to do. That's the reason why you're here. That's the reason why he created you. He created you for a purpose. And He will tell you that purpose if you listen to Him, and if you take the time out to spend time with Him and listen to Him. He will talk to you. And it's and I know God feels good when you tell him that I hear you. And remember, hearing is not just it going into your ears and you acknowledging it, but hearing is actually hearing it, listening to it, doing something about it, acting on it, living, walking in your purpose. Let's keep going. This is my favorite part coming up.
Days and nights of pain, so much time I spent worrying. All the days I wasted in sin. Did I wait too late to begin? The whole time you were waiting on me to believe. All along I had the key that unlocks my destiny. I hear you, Lord, calling me tonight. I hear you, Lord, calling me to my destiny. I hear you, Lord, calling me tonight, calling me by name. I'll never be the same. You can't be changed today. My destiny. You came in and gave me vision. You placed me in my position. All I had to do was make the decision to walk in your provision. I know it's your voice I've heard. You spoke clearly through your word. No longer a dream deferred. My gifts are forever stayed.
Let's go to church.
Doesn't matter what you say about me. Doesn't matter if you doubt me. I know the Lord's got me. Woo!
Michael Jackson.
God told me what to do. If you listen, he'll tell you to. And what you do, something new. Oh, yeah. Calling me tonight. Calling me to life. Calling me to my destiny. Calling me to light. Calling me to life. Calling me to my destiny.
So that was I hear you. That ending was just me saying, I hear you calling me to light, calling me to life, calling me to my destiny. My destiny is to do whatever it is that God is calling me to do. And when I listen to him and I hear him and I do that, I shall reach my destiny. When you walk in purpose and live on purpose, on your purpose that God has called you for, you shall reach your destiny. And that's what this song is all about. I hear you, Lord, calling me to my destiny. I don't know about you, but I want to reach mine, and I'm sure everybody else does too. So let's get into the next one. Now, the next one is the title track. It's pretty self-explanatory, but we're going to explain it anyway. Here. All right. Now I started this one off acoustic. I just wanted everything to be a little quiet first, so we can build up to the big crescendo. Deacon Jones told me the other day that when he heard it, he got some Prince vibes, and you're gonna always get that from me because he's one of my favorite artists of all time. But it's once again never a direct copy, but always an inspiration. This song, this is really one of the last songs that I got for this album. The album was already entitled "Hear No Evil" because of the book, but the song came a little late, and I was just trying to make sure that it was the right song and the right single and the right um, type of song to really drive home the "Hear No Evil" theme. I once again I got this song while I was sleeping, and I got up and got on the acoustic and worked pretty much the entire song out until the end. And the end came while I was doing the beginning. So um, during my process of recording, sometimes I don't have everything that I want to do, and as I'm progressing through the song, I start to get ideas about where to go next. Now, this song, um, it has three different parts, and they're three distinctly different parts, but they all fit together to make one song. It's basically a regurgitation of what is in the book, but I think it sums up what we talk about, and I think it's fitting for it to be the title track. So let's get into it.
The sound of rejection has stopped up my ears. Other people's doubts has stirred my fears. I can never be what I desire to be. I can never reveal what's inside of me. I gotta turn off the noise I'm hearing from all those people and hear no.
It decided it wanted to stop. That's a good place to stop anyway. That's a good place to stop. So basically I was talking about the noise that's all around and how all of the naysayers and all of the haters and all of that, how they can discourage you from being who you really are called to be, and how you can block all of that off and hear no evil. It's about to get to a good point here. I love I love the next part. I love the drums. I love the bass. If you didn't know, I played all of the instruments on both singles and sung all of the parts too. It sounds like a lot of work, but when you love it like I do, and when you're called, and when God gives you something like this, and you feel good about it, it's not work. It's fun. So, yeah, I did all of it, but I don't claim to be the best musician. I don't claim to be the best singer, but I believe that God has blessed me with gifts and talents that He wants me to use for Him. So I will, and I will continue. If I never win a Grammy, if I never win a Stella or American Music Award, or if I never get on the charts, or if I never make $1 million, or I don't care. I'm able to do what God has placed on my heart to do, and giving me a talent and a purpose and a destiny to do. And I'm going to continue to do it. Let's go.
The voice of the Lord is calling my name, but it's so distorted by the devil's game, trying to deter me from my destiny and all the wonderful plans God has for me. Satan strategizes his lies and tries to be deceitful, but I will hear no evil. Turn down the world, turn up the world, turn up the world, invite the spirit, God will be heard.
that part, the bass line was definitely inspired by the Canton Spirituals, their Mississippi Po' Boy song. That I love that. It was inspired. It wasn't a direct copy, but it was definitely inspired by it. I was just thinking about something to do there, and it just popped up in my head. But I love that song. I love the Canton Spirituals. I love Harvey Jr. and I love the band. So that's part of that. And some of the backgrounds here later during the breakdown part was inspired by Queen, another one of my favorite groups. So listen for that too.
Close the door. Pray to the Father. Hear what He has in store. Here we go. I will see the voice of the Lord. Voice of the Lord. I will hear no evil. 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 I will see the voice of the Lord. Voice of the Lord. I will hear no evil. I will hear no evil. I will hear no evil. Gotta turn off the noise. Gotta turn off the hatred. Voice of the Lord. Gotta turn off the envy. I will hear no evil.
I went straight rock and roll at the end of this. I was just feeling that part. I'm inspired by all kinds of music, and I think music is music. You know, if your message is what it's supposed to be, the music shouldn't matter as much as it does to some people. But hey, I like to get down. I love my guitar. I love my bass. I love my drums. I love to be loud. And that's what you get in this, especially the solo that's coming up. I'm not going to stop it anymore.
Gotta turn off the jealousy. Gotta turn off the TV. Gotta turn off the phone. Voice of the Lord. And listen for the Lord. Yeah. I will hear no
So there you have it. That was Hear No Evil. What can I say? It's the title track is basically self-explanatory. I was really feeling myself at the end when I started my solo. I love to play the guitar. And I can't wait to do that one live. I can see myself doing a 10 or 15 minute solo on that. So we're gonna do some more of these songs. There's gonna be 8 on the album, but I have a lot more. And as I release singles, I believe I'm gonna also release a B-side of this album because I have a lot of songs that didn't make the original cut that I think people should hear as well. So we're gonna look at some more songs real soon. I love this. This is my first time doing it. I love doing it. I may do it to some other songs that I haven't heard from other artists and things like that. But yeah, this has been awesome. I'm glad that you watched it with me and listened with me and indulged me and listened to the genesis of some of these songs. And I can't wait to do some more. You can look at these on herenow.com. They will be streaming real soon to every streaming platform, and the album will be coming out in a few months. So you can get that too. And the book is available on Kindle. Hear No Evil by Jay Wade too. You can get that on Kindle. And if you want the 28-day devotional, you don't have to wait till you get the book. If you want the devotional, you can inbox me your information and I can send it to you. It's digital as well. So send me your email address or your cell number, or just message me and I'll send it to you, and for free. I don't want any money for that. Yeah, and I hope you get the book. And the book is the devotional is a great companion to the book, but it also can stand alone. And if you want to just start the devotional, you can do that. I encourage you to do that, especially now. Start a new lifestyle. Don't do a resolution this year. Do a lifestyle. The Hear No Evil 28-day devotional. Just inbox me, and I will get that to you. Hear No Evil, the ebook, is on Kindle here now for the singles, and they will be on your streaming platforms. And I will definitely let you know when they are. The album will be coming out, just like I said, real soon. So be on the lookout. Fresh revelation. Just keep your ears open. There's some new things happening. God bless you. I love you. Can't wait to see you next time.